Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in to the Rocket RB. We apologize for the delay as we were experiencing some tech issues today, getting things started, but we are here. It's Hunted and Sneaky in the booth with you. And Team BDS already facing off against Wolves Esports. Series tied up at 1. Wolves taking game number 2, but BDS out to a 3-1 lead, as you can see on your screen here with just about 65 seconds left to go. Again, we apologize for the late start, but everything has been taken care of. And a little bit of a miracle, Sleegy, that we're even on the air right now, getting all of this worked out. Huge thank you to you specifically for getting that worked out, and of course everybody at Rocket Baguette for all of their hard work. But BDS looking pretty good right now in the series. Looks like they're going to take a 2-1 series lead.
Yeah, and barring any sort of collapse, which it doesn't look like it's going to happen with Monkey Moon getting that goal, they should be able to take this series point here. But yeah, no, just glad to be on air. We got a duct tape and super smooth solution going on right now, but it seems to be running pretty smooth. So, you know, I'm excited. We're jumping in a little late, but I'm excited to see what the rest of this series and what the rest of this day ends up looking like.
Yeah, absolutely. Good start here for BDS. Again, dropping game in number 2. Wasn't the best showing we've seen out of the boys, but it is enough now for them to take game 3 here and look to close out the series in 4. That's a nice little move by Extra. But we'll get a bit of a better picture of how the game went here in just a moment when we do switch over to the stats. Of course, you know, BDS trying to bounce back from last week of the grid, getting knocked out in a little bit early for their liking, I'm sure. They got taken out in that second round, quarterfinals, and, you know, can we say that, you know, the regional didn't go as planned either, taking only 3rd place this time around, Sleegy? I mean, it seems like they want to bounce back in a big way here.
Yeah, it really does. And, you know, it speaks a lot to the success of this team when, you know, only getting into 3rd place is something that is sort of a letdown. But no, I mean, it's true, though. BDS has been so just bombastically fantastic in every single game we've seen them be in that, you know, you start to build these high expectations. And what I'm really looking forward to with this week of the grid is seeing how they take that. If they take it in stride, bounce back, it already looks like they're on their way to potentially take this first series, which would be fantastic for them. But I'm really looking to see them just not really allow those sorts of losses to impact their mentality coming into these games.
Well, it is a 2-1 series lead. Rix Ronde nearly starting the scoring there for the Wolves. Extra claw clear to mark by 8. Maybe a double touch opportunity. Just can't get underneath of it. Good save there by Luis. They'll stay 0-0. And this Wolves team, you know, a team looking for kind of that first bit of success here in EU. I mean, of course, they are quite a solid team to have made it this far, obviously, in the grid and in regionals, things like that. You've got names like Rix Ronde and Oli on the team, able to generate a whole lot of good things offensively, especially. But still finding their way, I think, are the Wolves right now. And up against Team BDS, it's going to be quite difficult to try to connect the dots here. But they do have a game win. We are into game number 4. No score on the board as Oli wants to play that patiently towards the goal line. Will be cleared away. Sent all the way back down into the corner. Rix Ronde had a flying monkey moon to contend with. Will at least get it back to the midfield. And we continue to play 0-0. The first minute and a half gone in game 3.
And one thing I'm noticing at the moment as well is Wolves really aggressive on this ball. You're seeing them, one person gets a hit, there's already the next on top of it, ready to send it forward. They're playing really aggressive downfield. And the big benefit of that for a team like BDS is, you know, if you're able to catch them out, if you're able to touch them off guard, it really allows you an opportunity in on transition. Now, so far in this game specifically, Wolves have been doing a good job of getting back defensively, getting set to, you know, handle the pressure that BDS is pulling, but if they continue to push like this, eventually there's going to be a hole that's left open that BDS is going to be able to capitalize on.
Oh, here's Rick's Ronde. Oh, what a big save on the line by Monkey Moon. Just able to get up and poke that one away. Still, it's dangerous out in front. Will be played to the corner, marked by 8 now, trying to find some space. Luis will turn it, and that was the best scoring opportunity we've seen so far this game. A huge save by Monkey Moon. Able to keep us at nil, marked by 8 now with a chance, but that one just a bit high. Only will see it clear. Can't get up to that ball. Could be dangerous if Extra could do something with this. But again, we continue on as we are past the halfway point now. Still a 0-0 game. If you're BDS, I don't think you want to push this to game 5 if possible, as the Wolves have looked quite good, especially defensively here in at least to start this game specifically.
Yeah, and I think the other thing as well is you want to have a good start to the day. You don't want there to even be that opportunity of Wolves, you know, sneaking by a win against you. And really, the Wolves have looked good so far. I mean, keeping BDS scoreless throughout all this time, taking that one game off of them, it shows that they're hungry and they're out here trying to get their start of their own. So BDS really, I think, needs to get this win in game 4. Not only to cement their confidence for the rest of the day, though I doubt they need too much cementing in that category, but mainly just get their momentum rolling and, you know, help them as the day moves along.
Well, we're approaching the final minute. Still nothing on the board. I really like this midfield presence we've seen from the Wolves. They're certainly challenging everything. Taking a bit of a page from some of the other more successful teams in Europe against Team BDS. We saw it last grid week in the playoffs. BDS kind of getting stuck in the midfield line was sort of their downfall in those quarterfinals. Wolves trying to replicate that success. Nice little passing play is broken up there by Extra. Now Monkey Moon quickly in transition. This could be what they're looking for. Ollie has to make the play. Extra on the rebound. He'll put it top shelf. And it's 1-0 with 30 seconds to go for BDS.
Yeah, and that double commit from the Wolves, absolutely deadly in that situation. They get a touch on the way back across, but it's not enough to get it out of net. And that double commit really, I mean, just unacceptable. I understand you're in a position where you've got to defend, but my goodness, you have to at least be able to find something. Ooh. But there's Rick's Ronde right off the get-go on kickoff, getting them back in it, and that makes up for that double commit instantaneously.
And Monkey Moon trying to get in front of that shot, just can't quite reach out. And just like that, 5 seconds later, we've got a tied game yet again. This time it's at 1. And with 20 seconds left to go, Extra towards the back wall. That'll be Rick's Ronde trying to play it clear. Here's Monkey Moon, has Extra down out in front, looks for the pass, but sails it over his teammate's head. Now the Wolves, maybe one final chance. Pop up here, Rick's Ronde's last back. Ollie might have a chance at this, but Monkey Moon doing his diligence on the back wall, able to play it away, and it is 1-1. Overtime game 4. Again, Team BDS looking to close out this series in 4 games. The Wolves making it as difficult as they possibly can. Again, this series continues. It's been a very close one. And this is almost reminiscent to the first series of last week's league, or the last grid week, I should say. It was a couple weeks ago now, but very reminiscent to the first series for BDS. They kind of had to warm up into that series. It's sort of been similar here against the Wolves.
Yeah, it really has. And, oh my goodness, right there in front of the line, Extra able to find a touch. Cuts me off right in the middle of my thought, but my goodness, what a last-second save to be able to get that out of danger. The Wolves attacking that situation, really pressing, but no, I'm right there with you. This is very reminiscent of that first game that we saw a couple weeks ago. Big thing with that one is BDS was eventually able to take it, but a minute in overtime here, and this is still as close as it has been all game long. Wolves continuing to be right where they need to be, and BDS are struggling to find any holes.
Nice passing play, but the shot just not on goal. Monkey Moon gets a huge pinch. Luis will turn it around. Rick's Ronde's there, looking for the play down to Ollie, but won't quite find it. Luis now, back wall hard out in front. Monkey Moon has to play this one away. Down a bit of a 1v1, just trying to find the 50. Extra will help out. Rick's Ronde last back. Just able to clear it off the line. And the big clear will send it all the way down. This is dangerous out in front. Nobody able to get to it in time. Put a shot on goal. Here's a quick transition. Monkey Moon runs into Ollie at the midfield line. It's now marked by 8. Wants it out in front. And BDS put together the offense. Just looks like they've been stifled a little bit. Haven't been able to get the ball out of the corners, out in front. There's an opportunity. Rick's Ronde up high makes the play.
And it's Monkey Moon on the return as well. He's looking for marked by 8, who's trying to drop it down. He gets it right out in front. Right on pass extra. Able to just bully his way through the defenders and send that one through. And it's BDS taking it in 4.
My goodness. That's a tough one to lose there if you're the Wolves. It was a close played game, but ultimately it's Team BDS who comes out ahead. Just barely extra with both goals in that game. 2 assists as well, as you can see on your screen, by Mark by 8. And the shot totals really kind of tell the story for me. It was spread out amongst Team BDS. Rick's Ronde with 6